We here at Bobchat like to think we help shape our nation's youth, but unless you want your children to grow up like us, we suggest only listening with other inebriated adults.
Bob!
Bob! Bob!
Bob!
Bobby!
Bob!
It's Bobchat, baby.
And we're just sitting here cranking a few beers, hacking a couple darts, and shooting the shit, you know?
Alrighty, and welcome to another episode of the Bobchat. I am your host, Bino Barbarino. We're about to get it popping off up in here. I'm joined today by the self-proclaimed king of the north, Stringbean.
How's it going, Internet? Stringbean here.
What up, Internet? And also, we are joined by a very special guest that you might recognize from some of the earlier episodes. It's my man, G Baby Thompson. Griffin is in the house.
Hello.
Don't sound so excited to be here, Griffin. Jesus.
Oh, I'm excited. Very excited, Bob.
Are you excited? Good. So, as I'm sure most of the Bobchat listeners know, Griffin is a very good friend of ours. He used to actually live here. He's one of the pioneers of Bobchat. He was on the number of the first few episodes, and we're really excited to have him back. Griffin, where have you been? Do you want to tell us where you've been?
So, yeah, I've been in New Zealand.
Ooh. Hey, New Zealand. Kiwi country.
Beautiful country in the Tasman Ocean there.
Dude, they just like constantly gloat about Lord of the Rings being filmed there.
Yeah. There's a lot of tourist attractions that are Lord of the Rings centric.
Okay, listen, I want to get into Lord of the Rings talk in a minute because you know it's gonna pop off. So how long have you been gone, Griffin?
Just about 7 months.
7 months? Really? I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah, well, I went out west first, and then out to.
Oh yeah, you're out west for like 3 months before.
Time
you
just
went,
stops when you're
Yeah.
gone, Griffin.
Yeah,
We didn't do anything. until
Literally
you got
nothing
back.
changed.
Yeah, we literally just sat here waiting for you to get back. But that's cool. Yeah. So was New Zealand? Was it hype or what?
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah. Tell us about some cool things that you did in New Zealand. We want to know what happened. What was popping off over there?
Yeah, well, when I first got there, I was doing a little bit too much clubbing in Auckland.
Clubbing it up.
Yeah, because you need to get a bank account set up and like a tax number and everything for when you work down the road with the visa that I had.
Yeah.
And so yeah, for the first like week, they kept just telling me, oh yeah, like come back tomorrow for an appointment to make an account and stuff. So I ended up just living in a hostel in Auckland for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and
Just
they just
clubbing it up
kept
every
telling
night?
me, they just kept telling me come back tomorrow for a bank account, and it just eventually it was costing me too much money, and like it looked like it was going to take even a few more weeks just for an appointment, because that's where everybody lands. There's lots of tourists and stuff, and then yeah, so a friend of mine, another Canadian, was in the South Island and said, hey, come down, why don't you come hang out with me? So I did, and that was the best decision I made, I have to say, because after that point I just kept traveling, saving my money.
Yeah.
So what was the craziest thing that you saw in New Zealand?
Oof.
Like craziest, like unreal motherfucking crazy.
Person or place?
But you know what? Give us both. Hit us with
Yeah,
both.
I'm intrigued now.
Yeah. You have my attention.
So for places, I guess there's so many beautiful places. It's hard to just say like then they're different too. Like you'll go to one place where it's just this crazy like geyser or something,
Okay.
and then like another place like climb a mountain, and like the mountain scape that you see all around you is just absolutely stunning.
Well, now everybody knows I'm a huge LOTR fan, Lord of the Rings, obviously. And Griffin actually went to a number of the Lord of the Rings places where they shot the movies. Right? Yeah. Do you go to Mount Doom?
So Mount Doom, yeah, they have this like it's like a hike called the Tongariro
Can
Crossing.
you go in it?
You can actually if you want to.
die.
You can walk up to the top, but
There's no like tunnel inside.
no.
It's false
That
advertising.
was added in post production.
Wow, I'm really disappointed. I thought there would be more orcs there.
There wasn't orcs. Like you walked into Mordor.
Yeah,
Like you just
When
walked
does-
in.
When does
Yeah.
that somebody
Holy fuck.
walk into Mordor?
There wasn't even a gate, if you can believe that.
Yeah,
Like
really?
no spider, nothing.
Nothing.
Wow, amazing.
Feels like they went through a lot of effort in that movie. You can just walk right up to the fucking thing.
Yeah, really. Wow. Don't get on the
But yeah,
ears. That's bullshit.
It was actually a really beautiful hike.
Oh yeah,
you
for
go.
sure.
You
What
go
about like
through all this
wildlife
stuff.
and shit?
So that's kind of the funny thing, being Canadian. When you go camping, there can be things out in the woods you should be like cognizant of.
Yeah.
There, the worst animal that they have is a possum. So like,
Well, their possums aren't like ours either.
yeah,
right?
no, they're kind of cute to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got a new cat. That's a possum.
The Kiwis hate them. They like try and run them over on the road and stuff, but they're actually kind of cute.
Well, they're
No.
like bigger than ours too, aren't they? They're like kind of more kangaroo-like,
Yeah,
right?
they're like a big raccoon with like a long tail
Yeah.
and like a cuter face. Like
Pull it
more
up,
like a
Shrimmy. Let's get a visual
yeah,
on this.
a New Zealand possum.
Yeah, if you're at home, Google it.
Yeah.
it.
Or Bing.
But
Oh,
but you
big.
know if you hear a rustling in the night, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like at worst, it's a possum.
It's not a bobcat.
Yeah, it's not a bobcat. It's not a bear. It's nothing like that. None of the spiders are poisonous, and it's really funny too because it's right next to Australia, which is known for all its poisonous
Well, there's
spiders,
There's
snakes.
there's an
and all-
ocean.
Oh yeah, those things are fucking cute.
There's
eh?
not- here, let me
Yeah.
see. Okay, yeah. So Google New Zealand possum. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they're like-
pretty cool.
Yeah, they're fucking like a
Now,
raccoon,
Griffin,
but
you
cute.
keep calling them Kiwis, and I know that is a term for people from New Zealand. But do they like being called Kiwis?
Yeah, that's their like.
So they like
it's
it?
like a Canuck, like calling a Canadian a Canuck. or
Okay,
something.
cool. Hey, knowledge is power. The more
Yeah,
you know.
right?
Now I know how. Now I won't be. Now I won't offend anybody when I go
Yeah,
there.
it's funny though because most Kiwis, New Zealanders, have never actually seen the animal, the kiwi,
Yeah.
because they're super rare.
Oh yeah.
Because when people emigrated to New Zealand, they brought a lot of like rats and cats and different animals and stuff that like were
Eating the eggs.
predators. Yeah,
Oh,
that
and
could
they
take
hunted
out
them.
the
Yeah.
Not
because
even
all the
hunting them,
birds
just eating
there.
the dust.
Yeah, all the birds there ground nesting,
Yeah. Okay.
so they didn't have any defense against like predators.
Wow. Well, speaking of Canada, I think this might bring us a joke of the day. Here's a Canadian one for you. You ready? You want a Bobchat exclusive Canadian corny joke?
Give it to me.
Okay. What sucks blood and has antlers?
I don't know what.
A moose skeeto.
No.
Oh, come
Jesus
on!
Christ.
All right, and welcome
not
back
even a
to
dad joke.
Bobchat. What is that? Is that a?
It's a Bob joke is what it
a
is.
grandpa joke? It's Canadian. Whatever. Get on my level,
You
dog.
want a good Canada joke? What would you do if your country flooded?
What?
Drink Canada dry. That's fucking hilarious. Fuck you.
No, I'm laughing. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Okay, how about this? Maybe wrestling's real and we're fake. What? What do you think, Griffin? Do you think wrestling's real and we're all fake? Are we in the fucking Matrix and wrestling's like the real world?
If we're the Matrix, the fucking shit's broken this year. What the fuck?
Yeah, really. Somebody
Well-
somebody needs to fix this code, guys. We're
Yeah,
all
no
fucked
shit.
up here.
If we were in the Matrix and wrestling's still fake, then it's a fake sport inside of a fake universe.
It's like,
Griffin, you
it's
gotta-
like lamps in video games. They're using real electricity to make fake light.
Yeah.
You
know
also
what?
see it for like wildlife and shit though. You see like any of the they only got like elk and shit there and
Yeah, I did see a few. Like, there's a lot of farming there. Like, there's more sheep there than people.
Oh, shit.
Like, there's
What?
Just a fuck ton of sheep.
Well, don't worry, Griffin. There's more sheep in Canada than people too. So, yeah.
Cattle, a lot of cattle. There's a lot of really cool like indigenous birds. Like
Yeah.
they have these ones called what's the name? I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're almost kind of like a parrot, and they were a big problem for like some of the early settlers, like the European
Really?
settlers.
Killer
because-
killer parents?
Well, no, they would kill the sheep. They figured
Parrots?
out. Yeah,
No.
yeah. So they figured out that if they have sharp beaks, and they would like fly up on the sheep and like puncture their hide to suck out the fats around their livers.
What?
And they would just because it's really nutritious, and the sheep couldn't get to them because
They're on their back.
yeah, they couldn't get to them.
What?
that is fucking
And-
crazy.
That
but
is
the,
crazy.
So
The more
the
you know.
farmers, they were like, okay, we're just gonna kill all these things, but they hunted them to almost extinction, and then the New Zealand government has like a whole plan to try and repopulate them,
It's all the sheep die again.
and so there's more. Well, they try and like
Well, let's bring more sheep in.
yeah, they're trying to like weed out the ones that like have that instinct to go for the sheep. They have a whole plan. But anyway, so they're starting to come back. So there was some of those there, and like they're really funny. They make a really funny sound, like a laughing, almost like they're laughing at you.
Yeah.
And I was climbing a mountain in the South Island, and I stopped for a break to eat like a granola bar or something. And I was eating my granola bar, and I just hear this really freaky sound, and I look beside me, and there's one of these parrots just like
What?
eyeing my granola bar,
Oh,
cackling
shit.
like a supervillain or something.
Try to give us an example. What's the cackle
of
sound?
the sound. Oh god, it's like
Right.
That would be fucking terrifying.
That's Bobchat, baby.
Something like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
You any fishing? I got fucking killer trout.
No, but I talked to a couple like actual fishermen, and they were telling me about the fishing there.
Yeah, it's just fucking unreal. Like, unbelievable trout fishing.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Wow, cool. So obviously, Griffin, you're aware Stringbean is a self-proclaimed meme king. Meme
No,
lord.
I'm a shit poster.
He's a shit poster.
A shit poster.
Yeah,
Ask,
at least be accurate about
ask
it.
Ask him what we did before we posted memes. Ask him.
What'd you do before you posted?
We
those
sat
memes?
around and loudly quoted Anchorman.
It
Yeah.
sounds about right.
And speaking of that, Ed Harkin, the guy that played Ed Harkin, passed away, which is super sad.
Yeah.
What was his? Yeah, I can't think of his real name off the top of my head right now. But he's amazing in that. I love when he's going in to see him. He's like, Ed, I gotta talk to you. And he's like, hold on, I'm on the phone. He's like, I'm sorry about that. Apparently, my youngest son Kyle was high on something called acid and firing a crossbow into a crowd. I don't know where he got the German pornography from. Okay,
Fred Willard.
Fred Willard. R.I.P. to Fred Willard, guys.
Yeah.
Legend, fucking
Yeah.
legend.
Everything he was in, I laughed at. I don't think there's one thing that I saw him in that I didn't laugh at.
So Griffin, what? So now, what was the craziest person you saw? Because people aren't aware, there's people in New Zealand called Maori. Correct? Is that how you say it, Maori?
Yeah, there's a lot of like Maori pronunciations.
Okay, yeah. And they have tribal tattoos all over their faces, all over their bodies.
Yeah, it depends on the person, but that was an interesting thing too. There's no social stigma about tattoos at all because it's so ingrained in the
In
Maori
their culture. Yeah.
But I struggled a lot with the pronunciation for Maori things because even like cities and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the pronunciations are really funny. Like for instance, there's one town called Whakapapa. And
What?
another one called Whakatane that I spent some time in.
We live in Whakatane.
It's just because it's spelt like with a like when it's a WH, it has an F
Okay.
sound when you pronounce it.
Now, are the people from Whakapapa and Whakatane like arch rivals, or like we're the best of Whakatown?
No, there is like a thing though, like where they have different areas, or like masculine and feminine, like
Okay.
in the like cultural, like in tradition and stuff.
And we thought English language was tough.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. And like there's different dialects like within New Zealand and stuff. So it's like like even just the way they will pronounce the names of different cities can be different and stuff. And
Okay,
Maori.
so
It's
what was the craziest person you saw though?
So overall, Kiwis are super laid back, like super hospitable, and like really kind overall.
Yeah.
Like I'd say at least 90%. Like, and even we have like a stereotype in Canada for being
Super nice.
for being nice and polite and stuff. But
There's a lot of assholes out there, but not Bobchat listeners. They're the
well,
best.
I think some of us, it's a little bit superficial here in Canada, and there I found it to be like really like
Very genuine.
people would invite me to their house that I just met for dinner.
Really?
And like I would have dinner with their family and stuff, and they would just like they leave me in their house. They're like, oh, I got to go to Auckland for a few days. Just like, you know, lock up if you go. Here's a set of keys.
What?
Like-
Really? Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Well, good for you. And also though too, Griffin, like you're a very friendly, personable kind of guy, and I'm not surprised that you're able to make friends quick and able to find some of that New Zealand hospitality.
Yeah.
All right, podcast meeting. All right, Griffin here. All right, Stringbean here. Bob present. All right, guys, listen. We're this episode here is for the 5 fans that we have. Yeah.
But that being said, how lovely Kiwis are overall. Like, there's a 10% that are like a bit crazy,
Okay. Yeah.
and not necessarily in like a serial killer, scary kind of way, but just in like a they got something going on. So I definitely met some interesting characters. Like,
Oh, that's good. So now you, I believe, at the end of your stay, you were posted up in a Airbnb with some German Fräuleins. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Some German Fräuleins.
Yeah, they're definitely worse people to be quarantined with for sure.
Yeah, they'd be all right.
They had me doing daily workouts that were in German from their gym, and it's just like this guy, and he just kind of he's like,
Okay,
it's like uber gut, and speak in German, and it's like eins, zwei, drei,
And then all of a sudden, just like German techno.
vier, fünf,
Oh,
six,
we are getting pumped.
sieben, acht,
I am
neun.
Hans. I am Franz, and we are here to pump.
But it was good. It was a good workout, and there was
I bet it was a good- I bet
French
you had a
girl
great
there as
workout.
well, and she would put on like French yoga instructional videos. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it was
How much English did they
kept me
speak?
productive, quite a bit,
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, the Fräuleins and some mademoiselle.
Yeah, I met a lot of German and French people in New Zealand. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
like I would say, out of all the tourists, like 80% are German and French.
Really? Wow, that's cool. That's good to know. And then, how many Canadians do you think that you ran into?
Not too many. Like, there's my one friend I met up with. That's
Sean?
Yeah, that's from London.
Our good friend Sean, yeah. Special shout out to Sean Wright. Sean
Yeah.
Wright Tree Care. If you guys need a tree cut down, he's your man. Find him on Facebook. You're welcome. Love you, Sean. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
And yeah, no, like there's like the odd time I'd run into a Canadian, but it was pretty rare. There's one day I was at a glacier, I think, and I was in a little town close to the glacier,
Oh, cool.
and I met like 5 Canadians at the same time. But it's not that common. I guess there's just less of us, and so like a lot of other people there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't really boast the largest population in the world. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
a lot of country.
I
Lot of
did meet
people.
a guy on the way home on my flight from Auckland to LA, and he had a Saskatchewan Roughriders hat on.
No way.
And my family's from Saskatchewan. My dad's a big Riders fan.
Yeah.
So I saw his Riders hat, and like on the Air New Zealand flights, you can talk to the other people. Like if you know their seat number, you can like request like a chat. And so when I
no way.
walked past, I saw his seat number, and so I sent him a chat on the plane system.
Oh, hey.
And then we ended up just shooting the shit and like talking for a few hours when we
Hey,
were on the
stranger.
flight. Yeah, well, and then when we got to LA, we got a hotel room together, and ended up just like hanging out, chilling.
Wow,
And
there
then-
you go. Look at that. Small world, eh?
Yeah, and then flew back to Canada the next day on the last flights back to Canada.
Wow, yeah, so you got to, well, the getting was good, eh?
Yeah. Well, I had no idea. I just kind of came to the conclusion myself that it was
Time to get the fuck out.
Well, and
GT.
Well, I'd only been
Oh.
telling him for weeks.
well, and like not even like I'd been locked in lockdown for like a month at that point, and
Going a
it's
little
like,
crazy.
but like they're doing really well in New Zealand, like overall.
Griffin, can you just stop lying to the Bobchat podcast audience? You came back because you missed us, okay?
Oh my, you got me. You got me.
You're like, I gotta get back to Canada so I can get on Bobchat.
The boys.
It was
The boys are back in town.
it was a
boys are
contributing
back in
factor.
town.
I'll say that. Should have opened the podcast up with that.
Yeah,
That
there's,
would've been
there's
fucking
copyright.
hilarious.
There's copyright.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I think this now brings us to this day in history.
Oh, yeah.
So Stringbean, it's a revolving series. What we're going to be doing with Stringbean while he's on the show. Yeah, drum roll.
Okay, so we got 1875. The
What
first
day- what
running
day
of-
is it?
It's,
The 17th of May.
May 17th.
The year of our Lord, 2020.
1875, the first running of the Kentucky Derby.
Oh,
it's
if
pretty
you're into
cool.
horses, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've actually been to the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, yeah? Like while the Derby was going?
No.
So you're a poser.
No.
Fun fact.
You've
Well,
been to the track. You haven't been
I've
to
been to the
Derby.
track. I've been
Yeah.
to the track. Okay,
Yeah.
wow. Technicality.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
I'll fucking
guys.
get you on it every time.
Okay,
bud.
Seabiscuit show.
1943, German dam busters raid when they blew up them Ruhr dams in the Ruhr Valley.
Oh, yes.
Flooded all them
The
Nazis.
floods the Rhineland.
And then it's Bill Paxton's birthday. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bill Paxton. Have you
Yeah.
guys ever seen that Helen Hunt movie? Titty Twister! Yeah, R.I.P. Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's been This Day in History, presented by Stringbean. Thank you.
Quite welcome.
Yay. Okay, so Griffin, and I'm sure you've been listening, so you're fully aware of this, right? You're up to date in every episode?
Not every episode. I have to be totally
Wow,
honest.
I thought you were...
I was busy. There's a few times.
Yeah,
You were in quarantine for over a month.
I was.
Okay. Anyways,
I was busy doing
Did you watch
Waco?
German
Did you watch Waco?
exercise. I
Oh,
just started
fucking-
actually in my quarantine in Canada when I got back. I'm like I think I'm on episode 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fucking
yeah.
good show.
She's about to pop off.
Enjoying that.
So we've been doing a segment called Super Fights, where we basically pit two fictional characters or real people. In this case, we're gonna do fictional against each other, and we decide who would win in a fight. In a super fight. So I think today, because in honor of you, Griffin, because you're a big superhero guy, you love comic books, that kind of thing. We're gonna do Iron Man, aka Mr. Tony Stark, in the Iron Man suit though. Just to clear that up, not just Tony Stark, against Bruce Wayne, Batman. So what do you think? I mean, we've got Iron Man and we got Batman. Griffin, what do you think?
So, I think
Like in a fight to the death.
Any fight
to the death.
anytime you have one of these hypothetical fight scenarios,
I knew you were gonna analyze this.
and Batman is involved with it. It always comes down to this: does he have prep time? Because if Batman has prep time, he trumps everything. There's
Okay,
there's
okay.
nothing
Have you
that
seen
Batman
Endgame?
can't beat.
Spoiler alert: Tony Stark fucking invents time travel. Pretty sure he can do anything.
But if Batman not only has he time traveled many times, in the
Tony Stark
comics,
has just as much prep time as,
Okay, hold on.
as Wayne Williams would have.
Streaming, relax.
Wayne
Let
Williams.
Griffin
Fuck.
present his argument, and then you
Bruce
will have the mic. Just hold
So
on.
here's how I see it going down.
Here, Griffin has a talking stick. Go, Griffin.
Batman's gonna have his prep time, right?
Yeah, so
Tony
it's-
Stark runs up. He runs up on Batman, all acting all hot-headed, throwing his quips out, being all Tony Stark like. And Batman, he's had his prep time. He's from a different universe, right? So let's say he's crossed over to the Marvel universe or something.
Yeah, no, that's super fight.
He's used some of his Wayne Tech satellites, infiltrated Tony Stark's network. He's got full access to the Iron Man software. Boom, shuts his armor down, or better yet, has it so that his armor just falls off him. Then you just got Tony Stark there, and then Batman.
Boom, batarang to the neck, to
or
the
even
jugular.
just hand-to-hand combat. Tony Stark, if Batman immobilizes his suit, gets him out of that suit, or attacks him when he's not in the suit or something, hand-to-hand combat, Batman's going to beat Tony Stark any day of the week.
Okay, so Griffin's clearly on the Batman. He's a DC guy. Okay, so I mean,
Not necessarily.
I'll
Don't
get-
be putting me in boxes, Bob. I'm just saying. In this
I'm my own
partic-
person, Bob.
In this particular matchup,
I'll give it to you in hand-to-hand combat. Fucking Bruce Wayne would take Tony Stark. No questions asked. That wasn't the question. The question was Iron Man versus Batman. And even with the prep time, as we are debating, Tony Stark has just as much prep time as Bruce Wayne has. And Tony Stark is equally as wealthy, probably more wealthy, and equally as intelligent, if not more intelligent. And you think fucking Tony Stark is going to be letting somebody get into his fucking computer systems? Like, I don't know, Jarvis is still around, but he's going to be fucking on that.
hypothetical situation. Okay, it's fine. All you have to do is pick a side. Okay, so you both presented valuable arguments.
I'm not even
and
done.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
No, I'm
It's
not
not
done.
the last word.
No, I'm not done. Because if fucking...
All right.
even if you get him out of the one suit, he's just gonna push a button and call in the other 18 fucking suits, like
Oh,
he
he
did
also-
in Iron Man 3 and
he
Age of
also-
Ultron,
but
and then
he
he's
also
gonna
has
call
a
in the
Black
tank,
Panther
the fucking
technology.
the
You can
Hulk,
just-
the Hulk fighting suit. Fucking Bruce Wayne ain't gonna stand a chance in that. I don't care how much prep times he's had. He can pick the goddamn Batmobile up and throw it to fucking Saturn in that thing.
So you got other aspects too, like
Okay,
like
whoa,
Batman
whoa.
has armors as well. Like he could call on, he could put it in.
Okay.
if you wanna do an
so
armor
clearly, Griffin is going to be Team Batman. Streaming's Team Iron Man. I think for me, I think I'm gonna have to go Iron Man as well too.
Yeah.
I really don't think that Batman.
well, if I had to
could
pick
stand a
Deadpool,
chance.
because he's just gonna come in and be like, "Fuck both of you, sha."
Yeah. Psych, Deadpool wins.
I think Deadpool should just
No.
appear in every Disney movie from now on.
Yeah, why not?
No, 'cause he
own,
can.
Yeah, right. They own them.
Like I'd really like to see and like him show up in one of the Marvel, one of the Marvel movies, but like one of the X-Men movies.
Oh yeah.
And like it's PG-13 and everything, and he's like super excited because he's breaking the fourth wall, right? So he's talking to the audience like, "This is a PG-13 movie, so that means I can say the F word once, and I'm gonna make sure it's good." And then some shit happens, and then like Wolverine will be like, "Fuck," and then Deadpool will be like, "You son of a bitch!"
You stole my F,
That's
bro.
funny. I just watched Deadpool 2 for the second time the other day.
It's awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Russell.
Well, but there's the one scene where he kills himself from
Yeah.
when he played Deadpool in X-Men Origins. And like Hugh Jackman's just standing there, and he comes in, just like caps himself. He's like, "Sorry, just cleaning up the timeline."
Yeah, and he's like, and then he's reading. He's like looking at the Green Hornet script. He's like, "You did it, kid.
Or the Green
You
Lantern.
made it. Yeah, you did it. You made it."
Yeah.
And then he says,
"Welcome to the show."
"No, he shoots himself. He shoots Ryan Reynolds, and then he's like, "You're welcome, Canada."
Thank you, Ryan Reynolds. He's a goddamn national treasure. Nicolas Cage, what up?
Yeah.
Skirt. Bobchat listeners, we've got Iron Man slot against Batman. Let us know. Who do you think would win? Let us know why they would win, how they would win, and what you think. We're open to the input. But if you pick Batman, you're wrong, right? So
I just gotta say too, like, so Batman would find a way to, like, he'd be like, okay, Tony Stark, he's an intelligent guy, he's got his Iron Man suit, but he's got all his eggs in one basket. He's gonna find a way to take that suit out of the equation. Then it's just Tony Stark v Batman, and then it's like nobody's debating who's gonna win in that situation.
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. And again, this is a hypothetical situation. Maybe one day we'll see a crossover Marvel DC universe.
Well, we all know that
experience.
fucking Tony Stark will just fucking grab the gauntlet and snap. And
Yeah,
there
and
goes
then-
Batman.
Yeah,
But
you go.
that's one thing in the comics. Tony Stark has never been able to harness the Infinity Gauntlet
Yeah.
with all the gems and stuff. That, like, he
That's
just,
why he died.
yeah, he wouldn't be able to, but he wouldn't even be able to do that in the comics, like, to use it. Like, you got to be like, I guess Mr. Fantastic, like from the Fantastic Four, used it in the comics.
Yeah.
But he's like supposed to be the smartest out of everybody.
I
What's your
gotta.
favorite comic?
Ooh. Fuck, I suck at I can't pick one thing.
No.
Like when Sony puts me on the spot, it's like, fuck, well, it's like I like this thing, but I'm weighing the pros and the cons.
Okay, and
What's your top three?
top three comics. Captain Canuck.
Top
No,
five.
Captain Canuck is funny, but it's not actually that good of a comic.
You bite your
I like
tongue, sir.
the graphic novel Kingdom Come.
Hmm.
It was pretty cool. I like the X-Men. I like Wolverine. I like Canadian superheroes. You know, you got Alpha Flight, you got Wolverine, you got Deadpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alpha Flight shit. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
but,
Deadpool
like,
is one of my favorites by far.
I want to do listener of the week, and then I've got another question for you
you got
guys.
listeners, Bob.
Yeah. Wow, mean.
Some guy in Ireland.
Yeah, really.
Shout out
Actually,
to you,
4% of our 4% of our listeners are in Ireland now. So if you are one of those four, they're probably sitting there like drunk and like, listen to these idiots.
Hey, if you know any Marinans, I am one.
Yeah, cool.
There you go, guys.
So the listener of this week, and actually it is his birthday today. Very special shout out to our own tech guy, Mr. Joel McCulley.
Joel McCulley.
Joel McCulley!
Miss you, buddy.
Yeah, TC, my man TC. He's out in Scotia, but I know he's listening, and we love you, buddy. Happy birthday! Let's get a round of applause for tech guy, guys. Listener of the week. You're killing it, Joel. I love you so much. Miss you, buddy. Okay, and now I have a very serious, very intellectual, very hard hitting question for you guys.
Shoot.
Okay, pick one movie. Okay, pick a movie. You get to keep one actor, and the rest of the people in the movie are Muppets. Boom.
Saving Private Ryan, Tom Hanks.
Oh, Sermeen's got... Okay, so Sermeen's Saving Private Ryan. So Tom Hanks is still a person. Everybody else is Muppet.
Yeah, Muppets getting lit up on the beach, like stuffing everywhere. Think about it. It'd be hilarious.
That would actually be...
Muppet Sniper takes out a Muppet Vin Diesel, and then like it's a Muppet of Vin Diesel. Like it's not gonna.
Yeah, so everybody in the movie is a Muppet except Tom Hanks. So Saving Private Ryan is Beaners. Okay, that's a good one. Griffin, what about you? Pick a movie. One actor stays the actor, and then everybody else in the movie is a Muppet.
So I'm gonna say Hot Fuzz. Keep Simon Pegg.
Oh, that's good. He still wouldn't make the fence.
No, fucking chance. Bub?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, for me, you know what? It's
Hey,
funny.
Rip,
It's
what about you, Rip?
Shut up, Sherman. That's why you're not allowed on the show anymore. See, for me, it's like I always ask questions and I never think about it before I ask. I guess I'm putting you guys on the spot though too.
Yeah, but we're smart.
Good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, okay, all right. Pretty quick.
Sherman's actually the mastermind behind Bobchat. I just show up. So
Yes.
yeah, thank you.
I pull the strings. I am the puppet.
It's his
Dance,
ghost.
puppet, dance.
His
There
ghost
are
rider.
many things that the dark side would make seem unnatural.
I've already died once. Okay.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about that. I saw that when I was in New Zealand, with a couple of friends. We're not like I'm just pretending that never happened in that whole movie.
I thought that was not a bad movie.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so I think for me, I'm gonna go Anchorman. I think Anchorman, and keep Ron Burgundy, keep Will Ferrell, and everybody else is a Muppet.
What about the Bear Pit? Are they Muppets?
Oh, everything. Yeah, the bears are Muppets for sure.
Okay, fuck yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, right.
That's gonna be a good movie.
And the funny thing about it is because the Muppets are only like 4 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
Not even. They're like 3 feet tall. So it'd be hilarious. Imagine that. Like, please play some Just Food for us. Yeah. So I think
that'd be fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna go Anchorman. So
see when he pops the boner, it'd be like right in her face.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Don't act like you're not impressed. You're like, oh, Mr. Burgundy. So yeah, Bobchat listeners, if you've got a funny one, let us know. A movie where one actor stays the same and everybody else is a Muppet. I'm excited. Oh my god, I can't stop thinking if wrestling's real and we're all fake. It's driving me nuts. I'm serious, man. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Have you ever been hit by a chair? Like, it seems like it would hurt a lot.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never watched like a full game of the wrestling.
A game of the wrestling? Oh my god! Like when fucking Elon Musk said, "I'm not a regular user of pot." No shit. The fuck you just said.
Do you guys want to do a hit of marijuana?
Oh my god.
That's awesome. Wow, amazing.
I love you though, Elon. Get us to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, way up where we on Space Shuttle. Elon, what?
If you're listening, come on the show. That'd be great.
Yeah, he barely has time for Joe Rogan.
yeah,
I don't think he's
yeah.
going to be able to make time for Bobchat.
That'd be fun.
MKF. So, again, if people don't know what that is, it's marry one, kill one, fuck one, go. How about this, okay?
I got it.
Elon
Emily
Musk.
Blunt.
No,
Emily Blunt.
Elon Musk.
Stacy Keebler, 2008.
No, shut up. Elon Musk, okay? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Martha Stewart. Boom. Two of them are trying to get us to space. One of them's making you some bomb-ass meal. Have you ever had her biscuits? They're amazing.
Okay, I'm fucking Martha Stewart.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone's going to fuck Martha Stewart. She's
Yeah.
a chick. It makes sense. And she served jail time,
She's
so
cool
you know.
as fuck.
Yeah.
You ever seen her with Snoop Dogg cooking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Okay, so everybody's gonna. Okay, so Stringbean, you're gonna fuck Martha Stewart, then you're gonna marry and kill one of.
I'm gonna marry Elon and kill Bezos.
That just seems like a no-brainer.
Really? You know what? Guess what? Fuck you guys. I'm gonna kill Elon. I'm gonna marry Bezos. Fucking God.
What?
Wait, you know why? Because I'll just wait for him to cheat on me, and I'll divorce
Do you really
his
think
ass.
he's not gonna make you sign a fucking prenup?
Yeah, after
Making his wife the richest woman in the world through divorce?
Who knows? He made that mistake once.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's gonna make any fucking person sign a prenup.
Okay,
for the
well,
rest of his
I
life.
hope you and Elon are very happy.
We're gonna have an awesome time on fucking Mars watching you all burn here.
Blue Origin. I'll get us there. Don't worry about it.
Have fun with your blue solvent or whatever the fuck that. Is that stuff called Cylon Blue? Cylon Green?
Blue Origin.
No, the fucking shit in that fucking movie when they were feeding everybody people.
Soylent Green.
Soylent Green, yeah.
Yeah, with Charlton Heston.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Have fun with that. I'm gonna be on fucking Mars eating potatoes with Matt Damon.
Cool.
Elon Musk.
As long as they have space weed, I'm in, man.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna have space weed. You never seen that episode of Trailer Park Boys? We're gonna grow it in this fucking. It's gonna grow in a sphere and it's gonna grow it in every direction because there's no gravity.
When it was
If you can
animated, 'cause they
refucculate the
were on
carburetor,
mushrooms.
as long as you can refucculate the carburetor.
Yeah.
Rocket Ship 9, Breaker.
You're gonna stop on Jupiter and hope they got some space weed.
Over. That's good. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll fuck Martha. I'll kill Elon. I'll marry Jeff. And you know what? Honestly, at the end of the day, it's like I would go with Elon too, but I like to say against the curve. You know, I'm not just gonna agree with you guys.
Get a flatten the curve, Bob.
Yeah. All right. You guys haven't been laughing very much today. I'm sorry. Are you not entertained?
Are you?
Yeah, I am. I'm having a good time.
Yes, I can tell. I'm like Chief Holt today.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. Can you not tell?
Yeah.
Why is nobody laughing? I specifically requested it.
I'm the happiest I've ever been.
You gotta have
happier in my
that
life.
like studio audience like applause sign so you can hit a button and it comes on and it's like applause. Laughter.
So Griffin, we have a little bit more time. Is there anything else really cool that you'd like to tell us about from your traverses around the world?
China?
China, yeah.
China.
So,
China. You have to say it like that now.
Yeah, China. So yeah, it was kind of cool.
Did it smell like burnt plastic?
It smelled
I've heard
like
it smelled
burnt
like burnt
plastic.
plastic.
Yeah, it was. It
Cool
was
stuff you
weird,
did.
and like it was even before like the virus and everything. This was in like October, like the end of like last October, and even like on the plane when I was flying from Canada to China, they like sprayed disinfectant in the airplane, like when we were flying in, which was a really weird experience. And then they like have those things to check your temperature and stuff when you land in China, which is another thing that I'd never experienced flying internationally. And then I was there for like a day, and I thought it would be really hard to get a visa.
Yeah.
But the girl that was sitting next to me on the plane was from Saskatoon, and she spoke fluent Chinese and fluent English, and she helped me get a day visa, like a pass for a day. And
so what did you do for a day in China?
I only went out for like 12 hours because I wanted to make sure I was in the airport good enough. Yeah. But I just kind of walked around. I went and got like actually an amazing noodle bowl. Yeah. Which I guess was the most authentic Chinese food I probably ever have or ever will have. It was good. It was spicy.
What kind of meat was in it?
Fuck, I don't know. Everything was in Chinese. I had to just point at the sign and be like, that one.
That's why I went to McDonald's and got fucking chicken nuggets.
So I did also go to a McDonald's, and I did get chicken nuggets.
Yeah, right.
They have combos there with instead of fries, it's like rice. It's like chicken nuggets and rice, and there's like a few other things.
Well, you're in China, yeah.
You think there's a fucking billion of them? With rice, there's a billion people there.
Like the air pollution was real. Like it did have like a plasticky smell in the air, and like the smog, and it did have like a. Kind of felt like Blade Runner a little bit. Like it's like a really big industrial, like electronics manufacturing city. Like a lot of like PlayStations and computers and phones and stuff. A lot of them come from Chengdu.
So what? You're in Chengdu? I was just gonna ask you where you were. Yeah,
that was
That's
the
right
city.
beside Hong Kong, right?
No, it's more inland. Not too far, but China's crazy. Like I was looking at the map the other day, and there's so many huge cities with millions of people.
Oh yeah, there's cities in China that have more people than Canada. It's fucked.
And you've never even heard of the city before. It's some city you've never heard of.
Unreal. So what's okay? So other than China, what else was really cool about the trip? So you just went through China and then to New Zealand. That was it?
To New Zealand, yeah.
Okay, so now did you go to the Hobbiton, like to the Shire?
So I didn't end up going to the
Wait, you weren't going to spend $150?
It was $150.
New Zealand, dude.
It's one of those places that's known, like when you talk to other travelers and stuff, like it's known as just being like an overpriced tourist trap.
Like Bob Cajun.
And then by the time like I was too busy going and seeing like actual stuff, and like I went to places where they filmed Lord of the Rings for free that were actual like just out in the world, and like I got a lot more satisfaction than just seeing like a rebuilt movie set. I think at the end of the day, going to the Plains of Gondor. I went to the pillars from one of the movies. It was by Wellington.
Like on the river, with the two guys with the hands?
No, it's like a place where there's like a bunch of these stacks. Like it's like a natural geographical place where it's like these pillars. I think it was from the second one where you see it in the movie.
It's called Two Towers. Towers, yo.
Yeah.
TT for short.
I'm sorry for using incorrect vernacular.
No, that's good. But
Mount Doom was really cool, like we were talking about earlier.
I know. Griffin sent me a message the day before he went. He's like, "Yeah, I bought a ring so I can just throw it in there." I'm like, "You asshole!" I was like, "You better videotape it."
What about that mountain where they shot the Battle of Helm's Deep?
It's possible that I could have. I went by a lot of mountains, climbed a couple, but I don't know the name of it. I'd have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you offhand.
But
where's Tech Guy when you need him?
Like the landscapes there are absolutely stunning, especially in the South Island with the mountains and everything. Like I went on a 3-day canoe trip through the jungle down the Whanganui River.
Whanganui,
really cool. Spelled with the WH, of course.
Oh, that's weird. Whanganui.
So that was a really cool experience, and like I did a 3-day 85-kilometer hike.
Wow.
Through another jungle, like right through the center of New Zealand.
Probably saw some birds and shit there.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of like, and they're kind of. It's sort of like some of them are like Canadian birds, like the little sparrow-looking things, but they're like really bright colors.
It's like kind of like a same climate, right?
Yeah, it's weird. Like sometimes I would be feeling like like really reminiscent of Canada. There'd be a lot of like pine trees. And then you drive like 3 or 4 hours, and then it's like more of like a rainforest kind of.
Oh, cool.
Kind of topography.
Are there any breeds of cats indigenous to New Zealand?
Not indigenous,
so. No.
There are wild cats and dogs there, like that are just
like wild house
like
cats?
feral. Yeah, kind of, but they're not natural to the environment. There was one time I was driving through this like mountain pass to go to this other area of New Zealand at night. and there's some kittens just on the side of the road, like some feral kittens.
Oh,
I stopped.
Did you stop?
I slowed down to make sure the kittens were safe, and then
Oh, that's
kept
so
going.
nice. And now, are you excited to be back here, Griffin? I know your buddy Biggie's sitting behind you there. Miss you.
Yeah,
Miss you like crazy.
he seems to remember me.
He knows who you are. How could he forget? He's your little sucky bear. So, well, Griffin, it sounds like you had an awesome time. And obviously, we wish you were home on better circumstances, but we are glad that you're back.
It's bittersweet. Like I'm happy to be home, but like my trip got cut short. But I am happy to be back. You know, see friends and family and stuff. At the end of the day, it's not that bad. And in a situation like this, where everything's so uncertain globally, I think it's better to be back in your home country.
For sure.
We have more guns, so we're all right.
That's what you need to fight the virus.
Yeah, wow, no, the
You need to fight everything.
commies.
When you're real accurate, you can.
Well, no, what we got to be really
snipe the
worried about is
virus.
the fucking aliens that the Pentagon just admitted are real.
Yeah, nobody even cares
Yeah,
about that.
nobody's fucking talking about that. The Pentagon straight up like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck these things are.
But yeah, so thank you, Griffin, for coming on Bobchat again. I'm sure lots of our OG listeners are going to be happy to have heard you back on the show.
No, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course, anytime, man. You're always welcome here. Mi casa, su casa, you know that. And yeah, thank you
Means
so
my house is your house in Spanish.
Wow, thank you, Stringbean, for for clearing up that translation for us.
Making sure everybody keeps on the same page.
So yeah, if you like what we do here at Bobchat, make sure you check us out on Facebook at Bobchat Podcast, on Instagram at Bobchat Podcast. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Basically anywhere you get your find your favorite new podcast. So check us out, give us a listen, and yeah, let us know what you think. If you want to write in a review or a question or comments, we're open to anything. We'll read them. We don't give a fuck. We'll say whatever. So even if it's a bad one, we don't care. Send it in. We usually just get bad ones. No, okay. Tough crowd tonight. Tough crowd. Thank you, Sherman. But yeah, so if you have anything you want us to discuss or any input, or you want to get in on that super fight, Batman versus Iron Man, let us know. And we'll
Batman.
and we'll read it on the air.
Fucking cop! Did you just fucking threaten me?
Wow.
Yeah, in this day and age, you gotta be careful.
Okay, now it's we're doing a real super fight now.
Stringbean versus Griffin fight.
Yeah. New Zealand versus Canada. You're Canadian, anyways. So yeah, and as always, here at Bobchat, we like to leave you with an inspirational quote. So today, you're coughing, Nancy.
You guys are staring at me.
Jesus.
God.
Okay, so
It's just dust. It's just dust.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, it's super dusty in
Sure,
here.
the first caveman said that too, before he fucking wiped his village out with smallpox.
Okay, anyways, so we'd like to leave you with an inspirational quote, as always. So today we'd like to reflect on the words of the late great Colonel Sanders, who said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken." So yeah, and thank you again, Stringbean, for being here. Always a pleasure.
Fuck off. Thanks for having me, bud.
No problem. You're always welcome.
We need string. It's not entertaining enough with just me. We have to have string.
Oh, you're doing great, Griffin, and I thank you so much too for coming on the show, and we really appreciate you being here. So, with that said, let's go BBQ some steaks, get some fucking drinks going, and get her popping off.
Oh, fucking right, pod.
Let's get her going.
Because it's Bobchat, baby.
It's a good day for hay, boys.
Give me a Bobchat, baby.
It's Bobchat, baby.
Yeah, it is. Griffin, give me a Bobchat. It's Bobchat, baby.
It's Bobchat, baby.
It's Bobchat, baby.
Bobchat,
baby, Bobchat. Bobchat. Peace. You guys can say goodbye if you want to.
Bye, Internet.
Oh, you thought it was over? Bye, Internet. Griffin, say goodbye.
I said goodbye.
I want to hear you say
Goodbye from the other side.
Griffin, you say I only hear what I want to. Sorry, go say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, peace. Super peace.